Good morning, volleyball fans. Welcome to BritKare Court here from the home of the West Texas A&M Lady Buffs. It's time to get the 2023 college volleyball season started, and we are glad to have you with us for 2 full days of awesome Division II volleyball. I'm Lucas Kinsey, glad to be back up in the driver's seat for another year of not only Lady Buff volleyball, but also so many other exciting teams that we get to see throughout the season, not only in the Lone Star Conference, but as we have this BritKare Court Lady Buff Classic for you, we see teams like we have in this first match, Davenport, the Panthers, coming over 1,000 miles. They make the trip from Grand Rapids, Michigan, to participate in the tournament this weekend. They'll take on St. Mary's University out of the Lone Star Conference in the first match of the day. Kind of give you a little bit of a schedule for today's matches. Davenport versus St. Mary's. Following that one, we'll see the number 1 team in the country, the West Texas A&M Lady Buffs. They'll take on East Central University out of the Great American Conference. At 2 o'clock, the Rattlers of St. Mary's will play for a second time. They'll face Adams State, the Grizzlies, out of the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. And then at 4:30, Davenport back on the court again. They'll take on East Central. The nightcap tonight will feature West Texas A&M taking on Adams State. And then tomorrow we start it all over again at 9 o'clock with St. Mary's and East Central. There's a look at Davenport. And we talk a little bit about the Panthers coming from the GLIAC Conference. Again, mentioned at Grand Rapids, Michigan, the home of Davenport University. And they joined Division II actually not that long ago. It was 2017-2018 when Davenport officially became a Division II member. Last year, they had their best season since joining Division II. They were 22-9 overall, 13-5 in conference play, and that conference is a very, very stout conference. The GLIAC, you look at the preseason poll this year, Ferris State up at the top, followed by Grand Valley State, Northern Michigan, Michigan Tech, Wayne State, and then Davenport was picked in the preseason poll to finish in 6th place. Their head coach is Brian Netzler. There's a look at Coach Netzler in his 5th season with Davenport University, and they've got a mix of some really solid returning players mixed in with some new players that they brought in, and we'll talk about them throughout the match. On the other side, St. Mary's University, the Rattlers, they were also picked 6th in the Lone Star Conference preseason poll, and head coach Laura Ulrich, she's excited about what her team is bringing back in 2023. The Rattlers last year, 14-14, made it to the Lone Star Conference quarterfinals, and had a really solid season. We're going to have the teams come to the net, shake hands quickly, and then get things started. Let's look at our starting lineups for each side, for St. Mary's and also for Davenport. As first we look at the Davenport Panthers, Sydney Swan, outside hitter, a freshman out of Frankfort, Indiana. Number 6, Nicole Odine. She's a 5'7" senior from Buffalo, Minnesota, and plays the setter position. Lindsay Taylor, outside hitter, a grad senior on the roster out of Rockford, Michigan, 2nd team all GLIAC performer, led the team in kills last year. Caitlin Jordan, middle blocker, 6'1" sophomore. And also number 16, Emma Turnquist, 6'2" junior. And number 20, Emmy Webb, middle blocker. She's also from Rockford, Michigan. On the other side, the Rattlers of St. Mary's, some familiar names if you're a Lone Star Conference fan. Some of these players did some damage last year. Alicia Verth plays the right side, a 5'10" junior out of Orlando, Florida. Callie Nims was a really, really good setter last year for St. Mary's, a 5'8" junior from Corpus Christi. Landry Withers, outside hitter, another talented player, sophomore out of Stephenville. Laureen Robinson, 6' sophomore from Bedford, Texas. Alyssa Kale, really solid player for the Rattlers last year. She's a 5'7" libero, defensive specialist from New Braunfels, Texas. And Dallas Starr Johnson, 5'9" sophomore out of San Antonio. It'll be the Rattlers to get things started here at the Lady Buff BritKare Classic, and we are underway, and look at that start. It's a service ace for Callie Nims. That's the way you want to get your season started if you are St. Mary's. On the other side, Davenport head coach Brian Netzler shaking his head saying, ladies, we got to get that serve receive. Good job at the net by St. Mary's. as the two teams go back and forth early in the match. Set number 1, 1 point lead for St. Mary's. Another good job at the net on that right side for the Rattlers, but finding an opening on the right side, just dumping it in the short corner there, was number 6 for Davenport. And that ties it up 1-1 early on here in set number 1. The serve coming from Lindsey Taylor. On the attack, big swing, and it's going to go down for a kill. Nicely done for St. Mary's. Big swing from number 11, Laureen Robinson. So early on, St. Mary's doing a nice job at the net, both defensively and on the offensive side. A serve over from Landry Withers. Now in transition, Davenport gets a good swing, and we got a net violation against the Rattlers. It'll give the point back to Davenport. We go back and forth, 2 serving 2. And coming up to serve, it'll be Stephanie Kalinowski, 5'3", grad senior out of South Lyon, Michigan. A lot of players on this roster for Davenport that have spent time at other colleges and entered the transfer portal. Found a home in Grand Rapids. Good hustle to keep that ball up. And now a good opportunity for St. Mary's, and they just missed the timing there as Josie Disponet hits that one into the net, and it gives a point. Attack error, point back to Davenport. 3 serves 2. Good pass from the libero for the Rattlers, and another error on the attack. Back-to-back errors by St. Mary's, and so a 2-point cushion early here for Davenport University. Really good serve getting the Rattlers out of system there, but a strong swing from Verth. And that'll be a point off the hands of the Panthers back to St. Mary's University. And stepping on the floor to be Dallas Star Johnson. One of the high risers in the Lone Star Conference, can really get up off the floor, and an offensive weapon for head coach Laura Ulrich, who's in her 3rd season with St. Mary's. That'll be a point for Davenport. Good strong swing. And the ball will go into the hands of number 16, Emma Turnquist. Some good height on this Panthers team. Turnquist listed at 6'2". They have 8 players on the roster that are 6 feet or taller. That's a service ace for Turnquist. And it's 6 serving 3. Now you travel over 1,000 miles for a preseason tournament, and you want to have a good start. So far, Brian Netzler's team settling in. That will be a service error, though. Give a point back to St. Mary's. Trying to be aggressive and push the serve receive to the back line, and instead it's a mistake that leads to a point for St. Mary's. On to serve is number 2, Abby Stifler. On the floor, 5'8" sophomore from York, Pennsylvania. And now the down ref wanting to make sure the substitution was done properly. So Stifler to serve. Also checking back in for Davenport, Maggie Yunchai. Pass a little off the mark. Good job by the setter to save it. And a strong swing from the outside. Hammering that one down was Sydney Swan. And the impressive thing for that young lady, she's just a freshman. 5'10" player from Frankfort, Indiana. And again, the down ref turns and is going to make sure that the scorebook is correct. And now we're ready with the serve. Ball in the hands of Abby Welke. Perfect pass. They get it to the setter. A little off on the timing with the swing from Dallas Star Johnson, so they play on. Stifler not able to get that one up, but Johnson saves it. Now they're just slapping the ball back and forth. Bump set on the outside. Good block, but it stays alive. The two teams just scrapping for this point. Good rally. Can anybody get back in system? And that's a 4-touch there. Or a double, double whistled against Davenport. Point to St. Mary's, and the Rattlers, man, they earned that one. Lead trim back to 2. 5 serving 7. Good serve pushing the libero back. And a beautiful tip. That one's good for Lindsay Taylor. Just some smart play from the outside hitter, as she knows that block has been pretty efficient early on here for St. Mary's. So she goes up, sees the block there in her face, and lightly taps it over for a point. Trying to cut that shot across, and a big block from Davenport. As Brianna Morris-Worth not able to convert there. Good defense by the Panthers. They get it back. Serving number 20, Emmy Webb. Oh, good one-hand stab to keep that ball alive for the Panthers. Playing some good defense. Set was off. It's a double. And so that'll be a point for Davenport. And this is the largest lead of this first set. That gets Coach Ulrich up off the bench. She'll take a quick timeout, and we'll step aside as well. First set, first match of the day, and right now Davenport leads St. Mary's 10-5. We're back here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network after this timeout.
Energy is a glowing sphere of hot gas. It's an ocean of air. And at Excel Energy, we make it safe. It's why we train first responders. Help you identify where utility lines are buried. Sir, do not dig there. And it's why we study the flight paths of majestic golden eagles before we build a wind farm. Safer energy, people. It's all part of a carbon-free 2050. You, us, together.
Welcome back to Canyon, Texas. BritKare Lady Buff Classic Day 1. As the host team, West Texas A&M, they'll get their turn in the second match of the day. Right now it's Davenport with a 10-5 lead over St. Mary's. The Rattlers called the timeout to try to regroup, and they get a nice point there, kind of getting Davenport out of sorts defensively, and give Morris-Worth a kill. Our live stats are not up right now. As soon as those two come up, we'll be able to give you some of the stats. Right now, service ace for St. Mary's, so they get back-to-back points out of the timeout. Nice serve.
To remember you to shoot across the net, you can zoom
from Dallas Star Johnson. Last year she had 143 kills. There's a nice kill for Davenport. They come right back and get the point. 11 will be serving 7. And it'll be Nicole Odine, senior on the roster, that puts this one over. Pass off the mark, and so out of system, that ball flies out of bounds. Got to get that serve receive. That pass has got to be there, or it can get shaky. So another point off of an error committed by St. Mary's. And Odine, goodness, put it over, had some spin on it, but St. Mary's had 2 players in the vicinity and nobody took the ball. So a mistake there, and back-to-back points there, an ace for Odine. That one's a good pass this time. They go with the set on the right side. Good block touch, the attempt over there from number 16, Turnquist, but it's a kill for St. Mary's. And they're staying close. They called that timeout, trailing by 6 points. Right now they trail by 5. And a really nice serve. It's going to be an ace for St. Mary's. Both teams having some success from the service line. And you start the season off and you wonder, how the serve receive is going to be. Is the passing going to be on point? Maybe take a little while to get warmed up. Good opportunity here for the Rattlers. Can they trim the lead to 3? Off the hands, they do it. Good job on the right side. Good swing and a kill for Alicia Verth. Nice job keeping that ball alive by Laureen Robinson, so the play goes on. They try the middle. Big block from St. Mary's, Josie Disponette. Standing 6'3" out of Wilmore, Kentucky. And making her presence known here. Lead trim back to 2. 11 serves 13. Nims puts it over. Set was low, but wow, going up to sky that ball was Davenport Turnquist, but somebody got in the net. And so the point goes to St. Mary's, and if they can get this point here, the set will be tied up, and a timeout will be taken by Brian Netzler as the Panthers see their 6-point lead trim back to 1. We'll step aside, be back with more volleyball. You're watching the BritKare Lady Buff Classic here from West Texas A&M.
This isn't just any burger run. This is a burger run for Whataburger's Sweet and Spicy Bacon Burger. 2 fresh all-beef patties with melty cheese, grilled onions, crispy bacon, and sweet and spicy pepper sauce. 1 for you, 1 for him, and 1 for your unofficial roommate, Brad. Always order an extra. For Brad. The all-time favorite sweet and spicy bacon burger from Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Since 1910, WT and the Department of Agricultural Sciences has provided high-quality education to the students of the Panhandle and beyond.
At WT, professors know me and are committed to my success.
If you want to get an ag industry job, WT is where you need to be.
I don't want just a job and a paycheck after graduation. I want a career where I can make a difference.
WT invested in my career. I intend to pay it forward.
September 1st today, and we start the month with college volleyball here from Canyon, Texas. BritKare Lady Buff Classic. Lucas Kinsey, glad to have you joining me today. And right now we got a good first set here, the first match of the day, Davenport and St. Mary's. It's a 1-point lead for the Panthers. They called the timeout, and out of the timeout, hitting error from the outside gives St. Mary's a point, and the Rattlers have tied the set 13-all. Good low serve, overpass. So an opportunity here for the Rattlers. They try the right side, the push, swing, the kill is good. What a play. From the right side, Alicia Verth. And wow, this momentum. It was 12-6 Davenport. They've scored 1 point since that time. It's been an 8-1 run for the Rattlers. That ball was not touched, so it's an attack error, and there's that point the Panthers were looking for. We're tied again, 14-14. They try the middle, hammering it down. That one's good by Laureen Robinson. And a good set as well. As St. Mary's is kind of settled in after trailing by as many as 6 here in set number 1. What a serve. Another ace for the Rattlers. Give that one to Landry Withers. Well, stoppage of play, and now we're ready to go. Withers will serve, and the Rattlers have a 2-point advantage here in set number 1. Some miscommunication and good hustle to just get that ball over by the Panthers libero there. A tip, one hand stab to keep it alive. Davenport just somehow managing right now. Now they get back in system, but the set is off the mark, and so it's an error there. That entire sequence, not what Coach Netzler wants to see. You appreciate the effort, just keeping the ball alive, but some mistakes being made now by Davenport, and St. Mary's capitalizing. There's a good pass. They get back in system. Tip, no. Hard swing, good touch on the right side from Turnquist. Got a whistle. Violation against St. Mary's. Coach Ulrich comes up to talk to her team as the swing, the ball went out. So a much needed point for Davenport. They'll serve. Kalinowski puts it over. Nice serve. Right side hit. Good job defensively on the back row by Lindsey Taylor. These tips not working right now for Davenport. That's a hard swing from St. Mary's, and the kill good for Landry Withers. Alyssa Kale to serve, the libero for the Rattlers. Nims puts it up. Nothing clean, though, for St. Mary's, so a back row attack and a huge swing, but the ball sails out. And the point goes back to St. Mary's University. The Rattlers force another timeout to be taken here from Davenport, so we'll step aside as well. Set number 1 could go either way. Right now, the Rattlers lead at 18-16 on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
This is gonna be tough. I mean, that's a bag full of Whataburger's Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwiches with tangy buffalo sauce and creamy buttermilk ranch, melty Monterey Jack cheese, and 3 crunchy chicken strips. How long will you have to wait before you enjoy yours? Oh, about that long. Whataburger's Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwich is back for a limited time, just like you like it.
St. Mary's University with the ball and a 4-point advantage. They have fought back from a 6-point deficit here in set number 1. First match of the day. 5 matches headed your way today from the BritKare Lady Buff Classic. And the set goes into the net, or the serve, goes into the net from Alyssa Kale. And a point back to Davenport. We'll see if the Panthers can crawl back now. Serving is Emma Turnquist. Made some good plays in this first set. Nice pass right back into the setter's hands, and it leads to a play down the pipe. They get it to Verth. Good set from Nims, and what a beautiful pass as well. So that all 3 phases there executed just like Coach Ulrich wants to see. That she doesn't want to see. Another service error. Ball sails out of bounds by several feet. So St. Mary's still with the momentum, still with a 3-point lead, but every point counts. Good low, flat serve that the Rattlers managed to get up, but it's going to be a point. Going to call a 4-touch against the Rattlers, and Coach Ulrich, looking like she disagrees with this call, reaches for the green card, talking to her players, saying, we may challenge this one. Haven't had a challenge yet here in the match. First set right now, scoreboard shows St. Mary's 20 and Davenport University 18. And the official, they don't even have to go to the challenge review. The up ref gives both thumbs up, which means replay. The old mulligan. And now down ref giving the explanation to Coach Netzler. Just early in the season, so smile on Coach Netzler's face, and his team will serve. Trailing by 3. They put the point back 20-17. What a nice tip floating over the defense. Landry Withers, she's having a solid start here today. 21-17 lead for the Rattlers. This will be a big, big momentum boost for St. Mary's if they could grab set number 1. Davenport not out of it yet. That ball is out. They've just had some errors offensively that have started to add up as the set has gone on. It's now 22-17. Ball stays with Withers, and she serves for the Rattlers. Good. That's an ace. Not able to pop it back up on the second ball, and it's 23 serving 17. In the middle, nicely done. Able to convert the kill. Amy Webb will serve this one for the Panthers, and it goes out. So now, set point for St. Mary's, Dallas Starr Johnson. The sophomore out of San Antonio tosses the ball up. Another good serve. Overpass point. St. Mary's, and first set to St. Mary's University. What a strong comeback for the Rattlers after they trailed 12-6. They go the rest of the way, outscoring Davenport 13-6 to take set number 1 by the final of 25-18. So up 1-0. We'll take a timeout. Davenport will regroup. St. Mary's going to try to keep the momentum. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the BritKare Lady Buff Classic here from West Texas A&M. Back after these messages.
We going, and how are we going to get there? Get there with room to spare in your new Ford Expedition from Tri-State Ford on I-40 at Ross. Grab your friends and go. Tons of new Fords are rolling in. Face the road ahead in a dependable truck, the built Ford Tough F-150. Looking for more horsepower? Saddle up the legendary Ford Mustang. Or how about a new Bronco or a Maverick? We've got your new ride. You'll find friendly hometown service every day at Tri-State Ford. Come see us on I-40 at Ross.
The best tailgates start with the best beef, and the best beef starts with Market Street. Market Street, where we do beef the best.
Welcome to Shimon Dental Group, where every day we're excited to see our patients and treat them like family.
We are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality care in a friendly and comfortable environment. Shimon Dental Group's patient-focused philosophy puts your needs front and center.
We are constantly investing in leading-edge technology. Innovations that speed the treatment process and improve aesthetics. We're expanding the breadth of our cosmetic and restorative services through training to provide the best possible outcomes.
Just with the level of commitment that they show to taking care of my family and I, it's absolutely unmatched in this town, so I've been very happy with them.
Brightening smiles for more than 3 decades.
Contact Shimon Dental Group for your appointment today.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact Jeff Gilbert for your personal price plan today.
Welcome back to Canyon, Texas. Lucas Kinsey hanging out with you on a Friday. Start of Division II college volleyball here for several teams that are competing in the BritKare Lady Buff Classic. Our first match of the day featuring St. Mary's University and Davenport. And the Rattlers take set number one by the score of 25-18. Looking at some of those stats, St. Mary's right now in the match hitting 179. We talked about errors playing a big part in that first set for Davenport. They're hitting just .037. You look at errors, there are 6 errors for each side. Service aces, big advantage there for St. Mary's as well. They really served the ball well. 5 aces in the first set. Leading the way for the Rattlers, 4 kills for Alicia Verth. On the other side for Davenport, Lindsey Taylor, 3 kills on 10 attacks. Turnquist, 2 kills, 8 attacks. And so if you're Davenport, as they put it over here and serve to start set number 2, you just want to get that offense back in system, but it starts with your passing. This set is going to start with a point for St. Mary's off the touch at the net. Strong swing, give the kill to the Rattlers and a quick 1-0 lead. St. Mary's some good balance. 2 kills each for Brianna Morris-Worth, Landry Withers, and Lorraine Robinson. And the first kill of this one, good for Alicia Verth, so she continues her strong play. That point's going to go back to Davenport. Turnquist on the offensive kill there for the Panthers. And the ball in the hands of Lindsey Taylor. Left-handed swing, and that one out. Point back to Davenport.
Are you ready? One's up. I'm ready. One's up.
Pass off the mark. Setter, good hustle to track it down. That was Nims. Oh, nice swing. That one out of system. Ball wasn't exactly where Alicia Verth would have liked it to bend, but it didn't matter. She's playing really strong to start the day so far is Alicia Verth. That's 6 kills. She leads all offensive players in that category. And 2 serves 2 here with Alyssa Kale putting it over. Overpass. Good hustle by Davenport to avoid that one being an easy kill. And off the hands of Landry Withers. Point back to Davenport. This is how set number 1 started. The teams went back and forth at the beginning, and then Davenport built a 12-6 lead. A timeout was taken by St. Mary's head coach Laura Ulrich. Her team responded in a big way, winning set number 1, 25-18. Dallas Star Johnson, man, good swing there. Off the hands, tools the block. Good kill for dynamic player. A reminder, following this match, it'll be West Texas A&M. It'll take on East Central University out of Ada, Oklahoma. Lady Buffs starting their campaign, their quest to try to repeat as national champions. Wow, that was a big swing and a kill from the right side. Ball was not going to be revived. Give the kill to Emma Turnquist. Turnquist now with her 5th kill. Gives the Panthers the 1-point advantage. Good spot serve there. Trying to go with the tip. Morris-Worth not able to place it inside the lines. We will also see today Adams State, the Grizzlies. Their first match will be at 2 o'clock. They'll take on St. Mary's. Serving error into the net, so that gives a point back to the Rattlers. So far, each team with 2 serving errors. Actually, that's the 3rd service error of the match for Davenport. You're going to have some of those, especially when you're an aggressive serving team. Good hustle to try to keep that ball alive. Dangerous plays. It got close to the net. in the standard down there. Give credit to Lexi Beakey for her hustle. And that serve sails out, so each team struggling a little bit on the service line. Beakey transferred to Davenport last year from Youngstown State. She was really good. Played in 117 sets, led the team with 651 assists. And as a setter, also had 72 kills, 152 digs, and 35 blocks. So Beakey, kind of an all-around player from that setter position. Disponette able to get that kill. Actually, it's Morrisworth that gets the kill, and it's 6 serving 6. Miscommunication there from Davenport defensively. Two players come together, but they keep it alive for a second. And then blocking it straight down was Disponette. Rattlers lead by 1. Down ref turning to check on something. We are in set number 2. And there's going to be a challenge on this play. Right now, St. Mary's was awarded the point, so it is 7-6 unless the call gets overturned, excuse me. The St. Mary's team, a pretty balanced attack. They're bringing back 6 of the 7 players that recorded at least 100 kills last year. Withers, Morris Worth, Dallas Star Johnson, Laureen Robinson, and then what a start for Alicia Verth. Last year, 114 kills. Right now, so far early in set number 2, Alicia 6 kills on 11 attacks for a nice hitting percentage of .364. Down ref still looking at that monitor. And, of course, our view from the box, the awesome venue here on the campus of West Texas A&M. We're opposite from the scores table, perched up high, got a great view. What we don't have a great view of is that replay monitor. But, again, first challenge of the day, and they're taking their time, want to get the call right. St. Mary's out of the Lone Star Conference, and Davenport University out of the GLIAC. And interestingly, both of these teams, respectively, were selected 6th in their preseason conference polls. I would say, Division II volleyball fans would agree that both the GLIAC and the LSC, 2 of the best conferences in the country when it comes to volleyball. St. Mary's used to playing in this gym. Made it to the Lone Star Conference tournament last season before bowing out in the quarterfinals. And it's interesting for the Rattlers. You look at the schedule for what they did last season. They finished 14-14. Dead even there, but it was the start of the season and the end of the season where they struggled. They went 0-5 to start last season. Then they went 12-4. And then they finished the season up. Their last 4 matches, they dropped all 4 of those. So Coach Ulrich, she would love to come in here in what is a very competitive opening season tournament. She'd love to come in and pick up some wins against quality competition. They come out of the review and they're going to give the point back to Davenport. So flip the score. It's now 7-6. Panthers with the ball. And Emmy Webb will serve. Oh, good serve. Rattlers able to save it. And they play on. Good recovery defensively by St. Mary's. And they're going to win the point. That's incredible because the way that started, their serve receive was a little wacky, but just the hustle, the grit from St. Mary's so far paying off. Those are those points that you go back, you watch film, and you say, hey, it wasn't pretty, but we found a way to get the job done. Rattlers tie it back up 7-7. Another good serve. Their serving game has been outstanding today, and it's led to a lot of plays just like that where Davenport gets out of system, they make a mistake, and they're just not getting the ball back over the net. Callie Nims. Again, not a great pass. And that one's an attack error. Ball sails out. Verth trying to find an opening on the backside there, but wouldn't drop in, so 8-8. And really each side here, the offensive game, the transition game, not real smooth, but we still have a close set number 2. St. Mary's trying to grab a 2-0 lead in the match. Davenport, they want to even things up. And having a hard time against the blocking of Josie Disponette. She does it again. 6'3" frame, goes high in the air, and that ball ricochets back down and in for a point for St. Mary's. Right side attack. Good job slowing that down up at the net. Disponette, that one hit the tape, so it's a 4-touch. She was grimacing when she swung there. She really wanted that one. Brings on the chant from the Davenport bench. There's a net there. I heard that one the other night in the high school match and thought it was pretty creative. Verth has no problem coming right back, though. That's one thing St. Mary's has done a good job of. They really they've not let Davenport grab the momentum. The Panthers have not been able to string together 3, 4, 5 in a row since the beginning of the match in set number 1. Service error committed by Alyssa Kale. That gives a point back to Davenport. As you look at offensively, not just staggering numbers in terms of the attack percentage for either side. 171 for the Rattlers, .083 for Davenport, but the service aces, those will help. Give that one to Kalinowski. And Davenport leads by 1. Back-to-back aces. And that's where defensively you start getting frustrated. Rattlers have got to stay together, though. Don't make sure you communicate. Don't start pointing fingers. Somebody pick up the ball. Left-handed swing from Withers. Nobody touched it. It's out. And this is what I was just talking about. Davenport stringing together 3 straight points. That forces a timeout for the Rattlers. It's 13-10 here in set number 2. First match of the day. St. Mary's with a 1-0 lead in the match, but Davenport on top right now. We're back after this.
West is the comprehensive fundraising campaign designed to fuel WT 125 from the Panhandle to the world. We will strengthen WT's impact for the Panhandle region and beyond through a historic, comprehensive campaign raising $125 million by 2025. The campaign's 3 priorities: people, programs, and places. Now is the time to make a difference for current and future generations. One West.
Day one of the BritKare Lady Buff Classic here from Canyon, Texas. Hope you're enjoying the first match of the day so far. Pretty even. You look at set number one. St. Mary's came back from a 6-point deficit to take set number one, 25-18. Right now, Davenport has the momentum. See if they can keep it out of this timeout that was taken by St. Mary's. It's a 3-point lead for the Panthers, trying to even up the match. Big swing from the outside for St. Mary's by Landry Withers, but good defense by Davenport. The attack on the second attempt from Withers goes into the net, and I would say in set number two, Davenport has done a better job defensively. There's been times they're still struggling with the serve receive, but defending the attack from the Rattlers, they've been much better. Withers tries to push one back. She's going to get called for net violation. No, it was a net. Excuse me, it was a net violation against Davenport. So that gives St. Mary's a much-needed point. I think they called number 6, Odine, in the net. Good hustle from the Rattlers. Withers puts it over, handled easily by Lindsey Taylor. In the middle, tooling the block. Give that one to Emmy Webb. 6-foot middle blocker. A good swing for Webb, her second kill so far today, and it's a 4-point lead. They get to 15 first. Trying to go low over the net. Fourth service error of the match committed by Davenport. So the Rattlers hanging around. Can they come back again like they did in set number one? Right side attack, Morris Worth. Nothing there. Good defense by Yunchai. And there was a touch there, absolutely. Give the kill to Sydney Swan. So it's 16 serving 12. And now the attack. Oh, that's going to help in the middle. Lindsey Taylor wasting no time. That ball getting over the net, and she flattened it. 5-point advantage. The attack percentage now up to 125 for Davenport. They're nearly even with St. Mary's, and that's a big point for the Rattlers. From the outside, Laureen Robinson with the changeup. And 13 will serve 17. They bring out the Gatorade towel to wipe off some of the sweat. It's going to get hot today here in the box. The temperatures here in Canyon over the last several weeks, to say it's been hot, it's an understatement. We've had temperatures in 100s and even over 100 degrees. Today, I believe the high is 98. And inside the box there are fans that they'll have down on the floor to get some air circulating. But no AC in the box. And that's the way the Lady Buffs like it. That swing is a point for Davenport as it misses.
18-13.
Attack error by St. Mary's. 13 serves 18. Yeah, if you're used to playing volleyball in a nice, cool, air-conditioned facility, you're going to come play here in Canyon, Texas, and walk in and say, what did I just step into? Double touch violation on Davenport. And again, St. Mary's hanging around. If they could string together 2 or 3, we may have a good set here. Again, Davenport trying to tie up the match. They go in the middle. I think that hit the hair. Well, the line judge says it was in anyway, but that was a hard swing from Lindsey Taylor. She is heating up. and some confusion here. I think they're going to have to go back and maybe look at this one again. So one ref called out. The line judge called in. I thought it almost looked like the defensive player there for St. Mary's was trying to, go matrix on him there and lean back, and it just skimmed the top of the hair. So a close call there, but they'll go to the monitor again. Try to get a very important call. Lindsay Taylor heating up. If the call stands, that'll be her 6th kill. And we've seen Davenport get in system here in set number 2. Set number 1, that really didn't happen. And that's why they were hitting a low percentage. But right now, 116 hit percentage for the Panthers. For St. Mary's, they're hitting 120. That's dipped from the 183 that they were hitting after set number 1. There's a look at head coach Laura Ulrich, getting her 3rd season. Overall, 28 wins, 25 losses. And I want to mention today, we're going to provide the coverage 5 matches throughout the day. And the Thunder Vision production team that does all the broadcasts here for West Texas A&M, whether it's volleyball, soccer, football, basketball later in the year, also softball and baseball. Thunder Vision production crew bringing you the broadcast today. Your producer is Mr. Kason Johnson. On the cameras today, Cheyenne Jonas, Tyrone Leggett, and Joshua Mangum. Lucas Kinsey hanging out with you here. We'll also bring on later today color commentator Willa Bracken. Sarah Ramey is going to hang out with us tonight. Again, 5 matches. WT will take on East Central in the 2nd match of the day, followed up by St. Mary's against Adams State in the 2 o'clock match. 4:30 will feature Davenport against East Central, and then tonight at 7 o'clock, West Texas A&M and Adams State. And the point's going to go to Davenport, and that's the right call. Give credit to the line judge there for hanging in. That ball was actually screaming right toward the line judge, and she stood her ground down there and made the correct call. And unless you've ever line judged yourself, don't be quick to judge. It's very difficult. A lot of pressure. Everybody's watching you. People in the stands. Everybody is a referee. But a good call there, and the point goes to the Panthers. 19 serves 14. Oh, nice job to just hang in the air and keep that ball alive. Off the touch. Withers keeps it alive. They'll put it in the middle, and it's going to be a kill. And I think Coach Netzler thought he saw a violation at some point. I don't know if he thought it was a net or a lift or something, but the Rattlers scrap and earn a point there. 15 serves 19. Taylor off the hands. She's warming up. 7th kill to go along with her 5 digs and 1 block. And Taylor just gave her team a 5-point advantage. She'll go back to the service line. Rockford, Michigan native. 6th in the conference last year in points. Turnquist, big swing. Rattlers keep it alive. Great pass by the libero, Kalinowski. Good dig by Davenport, but a dump down. Good job. Athletic play at the net by Landry Withers. Got to give the Rattlers credit. They are not going away easy here in set number 2, making Davenport earn it if they want to tie up the match. Alyssa Kale puts it over. Setter stays out of the net, and what an athletic play. Left-handed. Not much to work with from where the set was placed because of the pass nearly going into the net. And Sydney Swan That will not be the prettiest kill that she'll ever have, but it works. And the degree of difficulty, pretty high there. Nicely done by Swan. Served by Kalinowski. Big swing in the middle, but again, a good dig by Taylor. Having some trouble on the sets here. Tip. Good rally. Teams going back and forth. Much needed point. Not a clean swipe there for St. Mary's. Withers pops it up. They get it outside. And that's going to be a lift, I believe. Lift violation, held ball against Davenport. And here we are again at this 4-point deficit. It's kind of where the second set has stood for most of the time. Big swing, but a nice dig. And that one's going down in the middle. You have the kill to Emmy Webb. And I tell you what, if Davenport can clean up that first pass a little bit, keep their setter from getting so close to the net, their offense is really starting to figure some things out. 22 serving 17. Just as I say that, the serve is out. Just 3 points away from tying the match is Davenport. To serve here for St. Mary's, Landry Withers. Again, out of system. They try to get it back in. Webb with a big swing, but it's going to miss. 19 serving 22. Big point here. Can the Rattlers cut the lead to 2, put some pressure on Davenport? Good pass. They try the middle. Tip doesn't work. Nims puts it back, and that one is out. Firth was maybe a little off balance from where she was having to approach the ball there. And so 23 serves 19. Swan puts it over. Nice up from Kalinowski. Nothing going yet here for either side. Good hands by Alyssa Kale. Nothing clean for St. Mary's, though, but that pass goes off the mark, and now each team desperate for this point. Dallas Star Johnson soars into the air and puts that one down. And again, here's this 3-point deficit. If you're the Rattlers, you got to keep the ball. If you're Davenport, serve, receive, get a pass, and try to find Taylor perhaps. They're not going to be able to do it, though. What a serve. A knuckleball from Landry Withers that hits the floor. And we got a 2-point set here. Timeout by Davenport. We're back right after these messages. 23-21, Panthers on top in set number 2.
For a onside kick. Landed on my knee pretty hard and ended up fracturing my femur. I ended up having to go back and have surgery. Even the day after I had surgery, I was back in the clinic here. It's nice to have people help me rehab at a caliber of what I'm used to feeling like I can do. One thing that I really liked was having the access to the turf, because that's what I'm used to playing on. Now, I mean, it feels like nothing had ever happened. You have a choice of where you can go. This is one of the best places in Amarillo.
Optimum Internet has next level speed. Get 300 meg internet for as low as $35 a month. How fast is that? Fast enough to stream on multiple devices with 99.9% network reliability and equipment included. Or go even faster and get a $200 prepaid card. Get 300 meg internet for $35 a month with Optimum Mobile for as low as $15 a month. Call 866-9-OPTIMUM, go to Optimum.com, or visit a store today. Get closer, go farther with Optimum.
Well, a great opening match of the day here at the BritKare Lady Buff Classic. Lucas Kinsey with you, the Thunder Vision production crew, bringing you the broadcast throughout day number 1 of the tournament. And right now, it's St. Mary's University with the ball on the service line. Dallas Starr Johnson after an ace. 21 serving 23. Davenport just needs 2 more points, and they can tie up the match at 1-1, and that ball does not get over the net. Man, Johnson was trying to catch Davenport on their heels a little bit, and the ball hit the tape and would not fall over. So now it's set point to Davenport. On to serve, Emmy Webb. And an overpass, the joust. Low set. Rattlers just surviving right now. In the middle, ball kept alive. Great hustle by St. Mary's, but the ball hits the tape. Davenport is going to take set number 2. They battle back after dropping the first set, and they take set number 2 by the score of 25-21. So we're all tied 1-1 in the match. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll have some stats updated for you here from the match. You're watching the BritKare Lady Buff Classic from Canyon, Texas.
90 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
Welcome to MediDrive Pharmacy. We greet you by name, and our pharmacists take the time to console you and answer all your questions. Our Health Mart Pharmacy specializes in serving our community with fast, friendly professional service and the highest quality of medicine and health products. We accept most insurance plans, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we offer free in-town delivery to your home or business. Come visit us for all your health care needs.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Choosing the right countertops for your kitchen can be tricky. Nowadays, there are hundreds of colors, patterns, and textures and materials that range from natural to engineered stone. Marble Depot is here for you throughout every step of the process. And yes, we do have a lot of options that might make that decision a little harder, but we're also going to ask the right questions so that you get the most out of your investment. So come by our showroom and let us help create what you've been dreaming of.
Welcome back to West Texas A&M University, the box, BritKare court here in Canyon, and we get ready to start set number 3. Back and forth so far in the first match of the day, tied up 1-1 after Davenport comes back strong in set number 2, defeating St. Mary's there 25-21. And so we'll get ready to start set number 3. Let's look at the statistics, and I'll also welcome on broadcast partner today, Willa Bracken. Willa from West Texas A&M, actually originally from Houston, and knows her volleyball. She's going to join me today and throughout the weekend. But Willa, what do you, when you look at these stats right now, you look at from set number 1 to set number 2, what stands out for you, specifically with Davenport, how they came back and took that second set?
I definitely think that we can see that St. Mary's is definitely more offensive when it comes to the court and playing and seeing Davenport's holes in the defense.
Okay.
But I do think that Davenport's defense in the second match, we could definitely see that they were starting to analyze and realize more what St. Mary was doing, and I think that definitely helped a lot with them coming back in the second match to tie up the thing.
Yeah, well, and one thing you look at, St. Mary's scrappy in both sets defensively, but it didn't seem like their transition game, their offense was in system as much as it was in the first set. Give credit to Davenport for doing a better job, and we'll see who can kind of grab the momentum here as we start set number 3. A big swing from the right side off the hands, and it's going to be a kill off the block for Alicia Verth. She's leading the way so far today, 8 kills for Verth. On the other side for Davenport, Lindsay Taylor started to get herself going, 7 kills on the other side there. Turnquist has 5 kills. For St. Mary's, Landry Withers and Laureen Robinson each with 4 kills. That swing goes out. Just the first, obviously first match for these teams here today, but what are some things that you feel like coaches are looking at specifically that they want to make sure, hey, we've got to have these areas of our game clean if we want to win some games this weekend?
Again, I definitely think defense is going to be one of the main things when it comes to this match in particular. I think that they are very level matched, and because of that, I think that the back and forth in between both teams, it's going to come down to who can be more defensive and who can definitely, when it comes to those big hits and when it comes to those tips and stuff like that, who can analyze the court and who can really just be there when they need to be there, especially when it comes to being defensive and being on top of the game.
It's a good kill there from Landry Withers, her 5th kill. And that ball lands in. Wow. Good celebration for St. Mary's as they all come back and mob number 18, Isabella Wagner. I don't know how she revived that ball. It's a great dig, and it kind of catches Davenport off guard, falls in. Tremendous defensive play. A point, St. Mary's is up quickly, 4-1. Coming right back strong there, Davenport. Emma Turnquist with a nice kill there. It's really been Turnquist and Taylor that have been pretty solid so far today for Davenport.
Yeah, they're both definitely heavy hitters, and they're both definitely going to be able to really bring this in for their teams. I definitely think that they're going to be the main front runners when it comes to hitting and getting the ball over the net and stuff like that.
Point there for Davenport. So it's 3 serving 4. Kalinowski puts it over. Big attempt there on the right side from Alicia Verth, but it's slowed down, and that one's out. Did not touch hands, so it's going to be an attack error against St. Mary's, point Davenport. And that has played a big story so far as you look at 18 attack errors for St. Mary's, just 10 for Davenport. Oh, Kalinowski, beautiful serve down the side. Rattlers couldn't decide if they wanted to take that ball or if it was going to go out. It falls in, and Davenport with 4 straight points. They lead 5-4. Into the tape. You'll see, serving errors at the college level, and, just a casual volleyball fan, well, why can't they hit it over the net? Well, they're being very aggressive, whether it's trying to go low over the tape or find some spot serves. Most teams offensively, the coaches will give you a few of those serving errors.
Serving in terms of strategy is definitely important, especially in games like this where you're trying to catch the other team off guard. So when you're trying to serve it low and you're trying to get it just barely over the net, you can definitely see how that can affect serving errors within the game.
These players every day practicing, obviously, work on the different types of serves that you can put in the arsenal. That one's going to sail out. And so here we are again, just like we've been in the first 2 sets, very even to start. Set number 3. First set went to St. Mary's 25-18. Set number 2 to the Panthers. They took it 25-21. And another ace. This time it's for Haley Wilk, a true freshman out of Salado, Texas. And what a start. She comes off the bench for the first time and gets an ace. Several times we've seen a towel come out, and Players slipping maybe a little bit. Good kill. That one going to be good for Sydney Swan. And speaking of freshmen, she's a freshman, so some young players on display today doing a good job.
Sydney Swan, definitely a lot of power behind that arm and a lot of, you can just see that she definitely knows what she's doing on the court and she's very comfortable. She just all today has been power hitting that ball over the net.
4 kills for Swan to go along with an ace and 3 digs. Timing off on that setter to hitter connection, and as a result, they catch Haley Wilk off balance. Another point for Davenport, and it's a 9-7 lead for the Panthers. So a little different rotation here for St. Mary's. There's a good pass. And again, the set off. Davenport not able to get anything clean, though. But the Rattlers can't take advantage. Taylor, big swing. Off the hands, tools the block. And we're seeing now St. Mary's will struggle a little bit on serve receive.
Yeah, in the first matchup, you could see that St. Mary's was very level-headed, very there where they needed to be, and Davenport was almost the one that you could say was getting off of their balance and stuff. But now in the third matchup, we can see that St. Mary's is almost getting off balance, and Davenport is definitely taking advantage of that, especially when it comes to the serve receive, because they're doing very well in terms of attacking with their serves.
A timeout taken. Davenport with the lead 11-7 here in set number 3. We'll be back right after these messages on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.
And get helped, get fitted, and get your questions answered, and find out about our price matching online today.
Jenkins Doors and Windows began serving the Texas Panhandle in 1927, and we take pride in being a part of your neighborhood. We don't use false promises or gimmicks. We simply offer quality doors and windows at a fair price, and we stand behind every sale. Jenkins is family owned and operated, and proudly continues the traditions of quality and excellence that started over 80 years ago. Call us at 372-4336 or stop by our showroom at 820 West 6th and let our knowledgeable staff help you pick out the perfect doors and windows for your home.
Welcome back to the box here at West Texas A&M, day 1 of the BritKare Lady Buff Classic. It's Davenport and St. Mary's University. Hope you're enjoying this first match of the day. Lucas Kinsey alongside Willa Bracken. And the momentum and the ball right now with the Panthers. Nice swing, but Davenport defensively stays alive. Nice up from Webb. Back to Taylor. Right side attack. Can't get it down. Davenport really playing some good defense. Wilkie tries to put it over to Swires. Wow, good eyes again from the line judge. And that ball, like a helicopter, just lands down in the corner. So big point. They needed that one. Give it to, they call an error against Davenport. Nice pass. Johnson able to push one through. And so we've seen that a couple of times today, Willa. St. Mary's University, their head coach, Laura Ulrich, will call a timeout. Team may be struggling a little bit, and they come out of that timeout, they seem to fix some things.
Yeah, definitely in the first match and a little bit in the second match we saw that. We saw that they were able to get a little bit more clear-headed and a little bit more stamina going with them. And then, sadly, in the last match, they lost it near the end. But we can see that those timeouts are definitely helping their playing and their routine.
Well, Lindsay Taylor just got her 8th kill of the match, and that one was a souvenir. That one she hit so hard off the hands and into the stands. Actually, yep, okay, so 12-9, now 13-9. An ace from Webb. Scoreboard there, now it shows correct. It was 12-9, now it's 13-9. So Webb serves again after her last one, an ace. This time the Rattlers handle. Big swing on the right side. Defensively, they get it back to Taylor, who just had to punch it over. And that attempt from Morris Worth. The ball went out, but Davenport was in the net, so St. Mary's gets the point. I think if you're head coach Brian Netzler, you're seeing your team wake up offensively, look much better, but they're still making some little mistakes that are keeping St. Mary's in.
I definitely think it's those little mistakes that helped bring St. Mary's back in the first match and help them get so close in the second match.
There's a nice kill by Disponette. Disponette, she's made her presence felt defensively. That time they get her involved on the offensive side. Disponette with her 2nd kill. Alicia Verth still leading the way with 8 kills. Oh, there you go. Surprise, surprise. Beaky.
That's definitely what Davenport is very good at, is catching St. Mary's off guard when they're least expecting it, especially with those tips over the net.
That's early in the season here for these broadcaster jokes, but could you say sneaky beaky right there? With the kill. They push it outside. Tip doesn't work. Good defense by Davenport's Turnquist, and then it results in another kill. We're starting to see the Panthers in all phases of their game heat up a little bit.
They are definitely getting comfortable on the court here today.
O'Dean with a good serve, but it was handled.
Ooh.
Wow, big swing on the right side. That was a I'm kind of angry type of swing from Kelly Swires, freshman out of Austin, Round Rock High School. And when your team's struggling, you're down, don't have the momentum, those kills can help.
Definitely.
Callie Nims serves over for the Rattlers. They trail by 3 here in set number 3. The match is tied 1-1. Good hustle by Nims, and just the right touch from Brianna Morris Worth. Sometimes you don't have to swing your hardest, right?
Honestly, a lot of those tips and those little pushes over the net are definitely what's helping keep St. Mary alive, because Davenport just honestly isn't expecting them.
They try the middle. Good defense on the back row by Alyssa Kale. And that's in. Wow. Some firepower from the outside. Back-to-back kills for Brianna Morris Worth. And here these Rattlers are again. Just trailing by 1.
They definitely have had a nice comeback story in every match of the game today. They get, we saw in the first match they got 6 points behind and they were able to come back and win it still. So I definitely think that they have the ability to come back and, even when they're down.
Previous play was a kill for Lindsay Taylor. Disponette tries to put one in and it sails out. So back-to-back points for Davenport. Lindsay Taylor working toward a double-double already. 11 kills, 7 digs for her. She leads all offensive players in kills. Nice job on the outside to get Morris Worth involved again. And she'll come out in the rotation. Good job by Brianna Morris Worth. 15 serving 17. And you look at Davenport. Remember in set number 1 they were .073 on the attack percentage, and now up to .208.
They are definitely getting those attacks in and getting those big hits in, and that's definitely helping their attack percentage 100%.
Turnquist able to put one down, her 7th kill. And it's 18, serving 15. Wearing the red libero jersey today, Stephanie Kalinowski will serve. One of 3 graduate seniors on this team for Davenport. That'll be a kill on the outside for Landry Withers. So some good experience for head coach Brian Netzler's team. A lot of seniors and juniors on the roster. In system, big swing, but Alyssa Kale pops it back up at the net. Big block by Davenport. Turnquist turning away. St. Mary's at the net.
St. Mary's still 3 points behind. I definitely think that they are, maybe getting a little bit frustrated. We can feel a little tension on the court. I think that in the first match they were very level and cool-headed, and I think that now they're letting Davenport get to them a little bit. And so because of that, they're getting a little bit frustrated, and it's definitely showing in their gameplay.
In the middle, Webb denied. Good defense by Dallas Star Johnson. Back row attack. Taylor. Yes, ma'am. The trajectory on that ball as she connects just what Davenport needed right there. It's 20 serving 16. A timeout taken by St. Mary's. We'll see if the Rattlers can come back, or is Davenport going to grab a 2-1 lead in the match? We'll find out when we come back after these messages.
We live where wide open roads lead to wide open spaces, where life is lived a different kind of way. We believe that generosity should always be given, but loyalty can only be earned. Community is sacred. Integrity is learned. We believe in going the extra mile, whether it's time to work or it's time to play. But most important, we believe in doing the right thing, always.
I'm celebrating my 40th year in business this year. That's longer than any other GM dealer in the Texas Panhandle. At Gregler Buick GMC, my selling points remain the same. Our non-commissioned sales staff and my free lifetime powertrain warranty give you complete peace of mind. If that's not enough, now I'll give you $2,000 best price guarantee, and I'll still give you a free lifetime warranty. Why go anywhere else? I'm Greg Lair, and I personally guarantee you this will be the best buying experience you've ever had.
Hope everyone's having a great start to their September today. Great start to the BritKare Lady Buff Classic here from West Texas A&M. Lucas Kinsey alongside Willa Bracken. And right now, Davenport serving. Davenport serves out, trying to take set number 3 in a match that's all tied up. St. Mary's won the first set 25-18. Davenport came back 25-21 in set number 2. They've mostly been in control, Willa, here in set number 3, but I don't ever count out St. Mary's. They just, find ways to stay in.
They are definitely the underdogs of this match right now, but they have continuously shown that they are willing to fight back and they are willing to make those points up. We definitely saw that in the first match with their 16-point comeback to come and win the game as a whole. So we definitely see that they are capable of doing that.
Combo block from Johnson and Swires to give him a point, cut the lead to 2. Pass was off the mark, though, so now out of system, just having to tip it over. What an athletic play by Landry Withers to make something out of nothing. And now Davenport will take a timeout. So just what we said, it's 20-16, just like that. 3 straight points from St. Mary's. And it is now a 1-point lead for Davenport. We're back after a quick timeout here from West Texas A&M.
That egg producers don't quit at 5 p.m. We don't quit until the job's done either. Bankers' hours don't apply at First United Bank because we believe egg lending isn't a 9-to-5 job. While you're out working the fields or managing the herd, we're making sure your money is working too. Whether it's for livestock, land, or equipment, we're one of the most dominant egg lenders in the state. And have been burning the midnight oil since 1907. First United Bank. We know ag lending. We know ag.
Davenport leads by 1. Now we're tied. A service ace from Haley Wilk.
Freshman, first time on the court this entire game, and she's already shown her worth to that team. She is doing amazing.
Back-to-back mistakes here from Davenport. An overpass, easy dump down on a kill at the net for Landry Withers. And the Rattlers lead 21, serving 20. Another good serve. This time the setter's able to get one across. That's the second time that we've seen Beakey make a play at the net.
Beakey catching him off guard. Those tips over the net, they're definitely having an impact on St. Mary's. They're just not, they're catching him off guard every time.
Good job at the net. Look at that push swipe attempt there from Taylor, but at the net, Taylor gets some help from Webb, a big block, and a point for Davenport. This is really turning into Willa here at the end. Just great back and forth action.
We definitely saw some great defense from Davenport just now. That's definitely going to have a big, huge play.
Oh, nice touch. Webb noticing that there was an opening right over the block, was able to tip it in. 23 serves 21. And a great serve. Nothing they could do about that. Service ace for Sydney Swan.
Sydney Swan, she is a power hitter. She is so many great plays today by Sydney Swan.
Now St. Mary's has got to get this point if they want to keep set number 3 alive. Taylor blocked. They keep it alive. Webb will push it over. Johnson able to tool the block and get the kill. It's like Davenport thinks, all right, we got him. And the Rattlers come back, get a crucial point. 22 serves 24, still set points.
That's what St. Mary's, doing well with. Their comebacks, their ability to get those points back up.
Well, that one is pushed through for the 25th point. Great job in the middle by number 20, Emmy Webb. Webb collects kill number 6 for her in the match. And the most important thing, it gives Davenport a 2-1 lead in the match. We'll take a timeout, come back, and we'll start set number 4. See if Davenport can close things out or if we're going to go the distance. We'll be right back after these messages on the LSC Digital Network.
Need more business? Choice Media is your local outdoor advertising solution, helping businesses grow since 1992. After 31 years of business, Choice Media has both static and digital billboards throughout Texas, New Mexico, and Oklahoma. Billboards are the best choice when trying to grow clientele or promoting brand awareness. Contact Choice Media, your local advertising company, at 806-352-6585 to speak with a billboard expert today. That's 806-352-6585.
It's got the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of, and now it's here. First Financial Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly, local approval. It's service that just comes naturally to us, much like a love of tradition comes naturally to you. First Financial Bank, you first. Member FDIC.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
Welcome back to Canyon, Texas. Here at the BritKare Lady Buff Classic. And we're getting started off with a really entertaining first match of the day. Lucas Kinsey alongside Willa Bracken. Let's look at our stats, updated stats from the match. And you're seeing Davenport. We keep talking about them, Willa, getting into more of a rhythm offensively. Probably playing a better defense as well, especially in serve receive. But the stat that stands out to me right now is attack errors. St. Mary's doubling up Davenport 22-11 in terms of the offensive errors. What else are you seeing so far in this one that now has Davenport leading the match 2-1?
We can definitely see that attack errors, those balls just falling right out of play. We can definitely see that St. Mary's themselves are trying to get that ball over, trying to be defensive and offensive at the same time. But sadly, those balls are just falling out of play, and Davenport is just taking advantage of that.
Sure. You know, one thing that we're talking a lot about is just the hustle and determination that we're seeing from St. Mary's. And so, Coach Ulrich loves that. But it takes more than just grit. You've got to have that execution. And as the match has gone on, we would say Davenport has been the team that has executed at a higher level.
Definitely. St. Mary's is definitely hustling. They're trying hard. You can see that. But, again, it's just those attack errors and not getting the ball where it needs to be. That's definitely coming for them.
Well, that's a great start for St. Mary's because they get Alicia Verth involved. In set number 1, she had 6 kills. Set number 2, she only had 1 kill. And so kind of cooled off in the last, actually, 2 sets. They've done a good job defending her, Davenport has. But there's Alicia Verth's 8th kill. That one from Davenport off the mark. And so quickly, it's a 2-0 lead here for the Rattlers. Leading the way for Davenport is Lindsay Taylor. She needs 1 more dig, and she'll have a double-double already. 12 kills for Taylor, hitting .370. After maybe a slow start for her, she is doing a great job. That one's up and down. Nicely done. Give Landry Withers the kill. And this is the best start offensively I think St. Mary's has had all day.
Yes, definitely. They haven't really been good with that serve receive, and so I think that it's definitely helping them that they're serving and that they're keeping the ball in play to where they can continue to serve.
Attack error from Davenport off the mark was Emma Turnquist, and so it gives the ball back to St. Mary's. 4-0 lead. What a start here for Coach Ulrich's team. Good spot serve to push Taylor back. Turnquist got a hold of that one. And a nice job in opening in the back. And Lindsay Taylor, a smart player. She's played in a few matches before, and she recognized the defense was out of position.
Yes, she's leading with 12 kills already. We can definitely see that she's taking advantage of those holes in St. Mary's defense, and that's not only crippling their defense even more, but also they're getting up there, they're getting those balls over, and I definitely see that Lindsay Taylor herself is going to be a big hitter in this game in particular.
4-touch against St. Mary's, and so another point goes back to Davenport. Lindsay Taylor keeps the ball. She will serve, and I think we may have had a challenge.
There's a challenge.
Yep, Coach Ulrich felt like it was a touch instead of tape, so they'll review this quickly. Let's step aside, just take a quick timeout. Right now the scoreboard shows St. Mary's leading 4-2 here in set number 4. We're back after this timeout.
WT student athletes drink low-fat chocolate milk post-workout because it helps replenish and restore muscles quickly to their peak potential. Scientific studies suggest that the immediate benefits of low-fat chocolate milk include boosted performance, improved training, and higher recovery rates in athletes. Add low-fat chocolate milk to your post-workout routine.
Go Bucks! Welcome back to Canyon, Texas. Let's go back. I think we have that replay. We'll show you that. Okay, well, the call stood, and so it did not get overturned. Point and ball stays with Davenport. 2 serves, 4. Out of the timeout, St. Mary's tries the right side. Good defense by both sides so far. In the middle, good hustle by the Rattlers. They keep it alive. Withers goes cross court, handled easy by Kalinowski. And then tooling it off the block, give the point to Sydney Swan. So after trailing 4-0 to start this set, Davenport, they've woken up. Now they're doing the job.
Yes, definitely. Sydney Swan, 4 kills. She's doing great this tournament. She's keeping that ball up there and definitely trying to get those kills in. But St. Mary's, their hustle, their grit, they're definitely still alive here today.
How about Lily LaFleur for the first time, the sophomore middle blocker does a good job at the net. Denies that kill try from St. Mary's, and that one ties this set up at 4-4. Again, a good job at the net. Turnquist helping out LaFleur. And that one went off the hand wrong there. An attack error by Davenport gives the point back to St. Mary's. In the match right now, Panthers hitting 208. St. Mary's has cooled off, just 135. Again, with the 24 attack errors playing a big part of this match. Oh, good hustle by the setter there for Davenport. O'Dean to go down and keep that ball alive. Point's going to go to St. Mary's. Dallas Star Johnson will get credited with the kill, so 2 straight points for the Rattlers.
Dallas Star Johnson today has been there just so defensively, such a tough defensive player for St. Mary's. You can definitely see that she is getting up there, getting on the net. She is doing her job so well for St. Mary's.
Nims outside and off the hands. It'll be another kill for St. Mary's. Good for Landry Withers. Withers now leads her team with 10 kills. She also has 8 digs, so she's playing a really nice match. A lot of balance for St. Mary's. Verth with 9. Withers 10 kills now. Morris Worth with 7. Dallas Star Johnson with 6. So a lot of different weapons for Coach Ulrich.
Definitely. We can see that Davenport, Lindsay Taylor has one heavy hitter, and then you have St. Mary's who has 4, almost 5 different hitters on the court all at the same time.
So St. Mary's leading here in set number 4. They need this one to keep the match alive. We'll step aside. Be right back after this timeout. Here from Canyon, Texas, the BritKare Lady Buff Classic.
When you choose natural gas, chocolate chip cookies get a little tastier. Homes get a little cozier. Bank accounts tend to put on some weight. Towels get fluffier. Showers stay hotter for longer. And our blue planet gets a little greener. When it comes to choosing energy that's clean and efficient, nothing else could be more American. Atmos Energy, your natural gas company.
We are Carpet Tech, and we are family. More than carpet cleaners, we're a team. Diving right in, not afraid to invest in our work and each other. We're killing it day in and day out, never shrinking from a challenge. Our people are 1 part passion, 1 part grit, and about a zillion parts awesome. And we are always looking to add to our family. So what are you waiting for?
(8-4) lead for St. Mary's University here in the 4th set. The Rattlers took the first set, and then have dropped the last two. All been pretty close. But right now Davenport trailing by 4, hoping they can come back and take set number 4 and take the match. Rattlers, they'd like to see this thing go to 5. Good dig on the backside there by Nims, and then that's going to be a point for St. Mary's. Good hustle. It's actually Landry Withers that kept that ball alive, and you're seeing some pretty good defense now by St. Mary's.
Man, St. Mary's loves those corners.
Yeah.
They have continuously hit those kills into those corners, catching Davenport completely off guard.
Oh, that one hammered down at the net. Nicely done for the Panthers. LaFleur and her teammates will congratulate her. Ball goes into the hands of Stephanie Kalinowski, who today, Kalinowski, as that ball is in for St. Mary's. I'm going to mention Kalinowski with 10 digs, and that leads her team. On the other side, 11 digs for Isabella Wagner. Can't forget about the job that those defensive specialists have to do. It's a 5-point lead. It's a 6-point advantage. Service ace.
Another ace for that freshman, just definitely showing, this gives her a great opportunity to show her coach and her team what she's got, and she is definitely taking advantage of that.
You're exactly right. Haley Wilk has come on and played some at the setter position, and she has 3 aces. That ball is out on the attempt by Morgan Tidings. Oh, no, they called St. Mary's in the net, so point goes back to Davenport. Mistake there, as it was going to be an easy point for St. Mary's off of an error. Instead, 6 serves 11, and it's Maggie Yunchai that puts it over. And just some awkward play back-to-back here from St. Mary's. Coach Ulrich pretty frustrated. An easy point for the Panthers. Not the best pass, but attack error St. Mary's. It's been 3 straight points for Davenport, so now it's just a 3-point advantage. And as I say that, the serve sails wide and out.
We can definitely see Davenport trying to get this game back in their control, because if they win this, they win the match, and that's, St. Mary's is definitely trying to get this to number 5, but we can see Davenport, their hustle is definitely there.
Yeah, Coach Ulrich may have to call a timeout. Well, she's going to hold off. There's some confusion, especially on serve receive here for St. Mary's. And it has been 4 straight points. Davenport now 10 serving 12. Swan into the net. That's been the only thing in the last several sequences back and forth that has given St. Mary's points has been serving errors from Davenport. Otherwise, this game may be set may be tied.
Yeah, and St. Mary needs those serving errors because they are definitely not as strong as Davenport on the serve and receive. So getting those serving errors and getting them some points to keep that 3-4 point lead definitely is going to be helping them.
Dallas Star Johnson will serve here for the Rattlers. Johnson with 6 kills and 2 service aces today. Swan, good attempt, and it's going to be an overpass that falls into the hands of Emmy Webb for her 7th kill. Very effective, hitting right now at 300 for the match.
Emmy Webb, she is one hitter. She has had so many power hits today, but also she is so in control of the ball, too, with those tips.
She's in control of her serve as well. She puts an ace down.
Yeah. again, that arm is just very, very powerful.
Pass off the mark, hits Wilkie out of the way. And that ball ends in. Wow, nicely done. Give credit to number 13, Kelly Swires. Was not an easy play there from the right side, and she found the back corner.
St. Mary in those corners.
Think they practice that a lot, finding those corners?
I mean, they have to. There's no way that they don't.
Back row attack, change up. Did not fool Alicia Verth. In the middle this time, power, and it's down. Give the kill to Lily LaFleur.
LaFleur, she just got on the court, and she's definitely showing that she deserves to be there.
I like these players from Davenport trying to tie up the broadcaster here on day number 1 of the season. Lily LaFleur, Sydney Swan, and that one sails out. Give a point back to St. Mary's. Again, this is where I told you earlier, coaches don't mind some of these serving errors, but right now if you're head coach Brian Netzler, you're thinking we're giving away too many points.
Yeah, St. Mary's is just, they're going to take points where they can find points. Ooh. They're going to take points where they can find points.
Yeah, Verth gets that one there for her 12th kill. And it's a 4-point advantage for St. Mary's. Again, they're trying to tie up the match, trailing 2-1. Lindsay Taylor gets involved. Been a while since we mentioned her name. Leading her team now with 14 kills. And she is a player, Willa, that you want to get as many touches as possible.
Definitely, and we can definitely see that her offensive, like the backup that the team is giving her offensively is just definitely sending those kills in.
The kill good there for Landry Withers. She's got 11, so does Verth. Good balance there. Now the ball in the hands of number 14, Alyssa Kale, that serves. Right side, and that was off. The timing off there for Morgan Tidings. So an attack error by Davenport, and you play these early season matches. If you're both of these teams, you want to play tough competition. That's what they're getting to start here today. Davenport up 2-1, and right now struggling to close out St. Mary's.
This is a very evenly matched game so far. We can definitely see that they have both offensive and defensive faults.
Davenport's struggling right now, and head coach Brian Netzler senses it. He takes a timeout with his team trailing by 6 in set number 4. We're back after a quick timeout. You're watching the BritKare Lady Buff Classic on the LSC Digital Network.
Energy is a glowing sphere of hot gas. It's an ocean of air. And at Excel Energy, we make it safe. It's why we train first responders. Help you identify where utility lines are buried. Sir, do not dig there. And it's why we study the flight paths of majestic golden eagles before we build a wind farm. Safer energy, people. It's all part of a carbon-free 2050. You, us, together.
All right, out of this timeout, we'll see if the Davenport Panthers can kind of get their groove back. Well, this has been, really of all the sets, one that they have just not been in system. They've made more mistakes, both defensively and offensively. And St. Mary's, they're not feeling sorry for the Panthers. They're taking advantage, leading 19-13, now 19-14 after a serving error.
St. Mary's definitely wants to get this to the 5th game. They've got a current 5-point lead on Davenport Panthers. We can definitely see that we haven't seen a lead like this for St. Mary's this entire matchup. So this is definitely something they're going to be wanting to keep up. So we can see that they're definitely fighting for that.
And a touch at the net and give a point to Swan. Give the kill to Sydney, her 8th kill. And Davenport now just trails by 4. Kalinowski puts it over. They try the right side. Big swing, but Kalinowski's there to get the dig. Coach Ulrich wanted a lift there. Didn't get it. Johnson goes off the hands of Swan, and a big point there for St. Mary's, because when that pushes them to 20, so it's 20 serving 15, but you could sense Davenport, they were starting to get some momentum back.
Definitely. We can see both teams getting a lot more comfortable on the court, especially with the heat and the sweat on the court. We can see that they're both getting comfortable, and it's just going to come down to who has the stamina, who has the keep up for this. Nice
play there for St. Mary's. They get a line shot in, 21-15 now. It was good defense as well by Alyssa Kale, number 14 for the Rattlers. Serving errors. Got to be careful. Keep Davenport alive. They may come back. 16 serves, 21 on to serve will be number 4, Maggie Yunchai. I like the way the game notes were provided for us on the name pronunciation, Yunchai, like the latte. Off the hands, that'll be a kill, good for St. Mary's. That one's good for Swires.
Davenport is definitely trying to close this gap, but St. Mary's only three points away from bringing this to the 5th. We can see that this is going to be a tight match right now.
Powerful swing. It went to Swan, and looked like she had time to pull the mini tramp underneath and bounce up high in the air to get that kill.
Sydney Swan, she is definitely a player that St. Mary's needs to watch out for, because not only is she such a power hitter, but she knows the game, and she shows that with her playing and her defense and just getting up and getting that ball over.
They keep it alive. Rattlers are going to score the point. Good effort from Kalinowski, but was not able to revive that ball. And so it's going to be 23 serving 17.
Keeping that 6-point lead alive for St. Mary's. They just want these next 2 points, bring this to the 5th game.
Kalinowski, a good athlete. Libero, just 5'3", all over the court, though, just like you want your libero to do. Johnson will serve. Rattlers trying to push to 5. That has been several serving mistakes that St. Mary's has had. Otherwise, this set may have already been done. As it stands now, they're 18 serves 23.
Davenport going to take any points where they can get them. They're definitely trying to close this lead. They win this, that's done, but St. Mary's is definitely trying to lead this to the 5th game.
That serve does not help. Into the net. And so now it is set point. The Rattlers, if they get this one, we will be headed to a 5th set. First match of the day.
So many serving errors on both sides of the court we've seen today.
Taylor tries to push one over. Denied. Ball popped up in the air. They play on. Nims outside. Morris Worth is able to finish it from the outside. And so we go. First set, 25-18 St. Mary's. Second and third go to Davenport, 25-21, 25-22. Fourth set, St. Mary's. Same score as set number 1, 25-18. Who's going to take set number 5? Who knows?
It's anyone's game right now, honestly, because every time you think Davenport is going to have such a nice lead over St. Mary's goes 25-18, and then you think that St. Mary's is going to be there, that Davenport is going to be there and going to be taking the ball and taking the match, and then they're just unable to.
It's been fun. We'll see how set number 5 and the match concludes when we come back after this timeout. Don't go anywhere.
This isn't just any burger run. This is a burger run for Whataburger's sweet and spicy bacon burger. 2 fresh all-beef patties with melty cheese, grilled onions, crispy bacon, and sweet and spicy pepper sauce. 1 for you, 1 for him, and 1 for your unofficial roommate, Brad. Always order an extra. You know, for Brad. The all-time favorite sweet and spicy bacon burger from Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Since 1910, WT and the Department of Agricultural Sciences has provided high-quality education to the students of the Panhandle and beyond.
At WT, professors know me and are committed to my success.
If you want to get an ag industry job, WT is where you need to be.
I don't want just a job and a paycheck after graduation. I want a career where I can make a difference. WT invested in my career. I intend to pay it forward.
This is gonna be tough. I mean, that's a bag full of Whataburger's Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwiches with tangy buffalo sauce and creamy buttermilk ranch, melty Monterey Jack cheese, and 3 crunchy chicken strips. How long will you have to wait before you enjoy yours? Oh, about that long. Whataburger's Buffalo Ranch chicken strip sandwich is back for a limited time. Just like you like it.
Welcome back to the BritKare Lady Buff Classic. We head to a final 5th set. Lucas Kinsey alongside Willa Bracken. Willa, back and forth. The 2 teams have gone. If you're Davenport, what has to change here for them to come back and win this match?
Honestly, it's just those little itty-bitty mistakes, like hitting things. Those little itty-bitty mistakes that they're making. The ball's barely going out of bounds, them not getting the ball over the net, just those small fixable things that, that's what they need to fix.
Are you looking at the service errors as well? 13 service errors for Davenport, just 8 for St. Mary's. I think that's hurting them as well. On the other side for St. Mary's, scrappy, we keep saying it, but I mean, they just keep fighting and clawing, and this one should be fun. So we get it started with the Rattlers serving first. Good hustle to keep that ball alive by Landry Withers. Nice dig on the other side from Kalinowski. And a hustle from Alyssa Kale, both sides. Fighting hard, knowing what's at stake every single point. The rally goes on, and it ends with a point by Davenport. Fatigue starts to set in as well, and you find out early, obviously day 1 of the season for these teams, who's been conditioning, right?
Yes, definitely. 5 games, that's honestly not something that happens a lot, especially in the beginning of the season. So we can definitely see that both teams, they're getting tired, the box is hot, everyone's getting a little bit sweaty, a little bit fatigued because it's getting in the 80s right now. And we can definitely see that that's going to have a huge impact.
Service ace for St. Mary's. They do it again. 11th ace of the match. That one for Withers. Nice job by Kale to pop that ball up. Verth can't put it down. Swan tries. Some really good hustle from both sides, and that ball perfectly placed in for St. Mary's. A good start for the Rattlers. They lead 3-1.
I think something important to note is how much St. Mary's hit percentage went up since the last game. It was in the 130s, and now it's 197 against Davenport's 205.
That was Landry Kate that came in and got that kill. Transfer out of Cali College. We'll keep it here. A timeout was taken. We'll stay here. 3-1. St. Mary's leading in a fifth and deciding set. And we'll see if Davenport can get things going here. Again, the Panthers making a trip from Grand Rapids, Michigan, over 1,000 miles to come to this tournament. And, last year we saw Northwest Missouri State travel and come here to play against good competition. You're seeing teams from, obviously, the Lone Star Conference, St. Mary's University, West Texas A&M, who we will see in the next match. Adams State, we'll see them later today out of the RMAC. And East Central University out of the Great American Conference. But I credit head coach Brian Netzler for saying, hey, let's go, over 1,000 miles. Let's go to the defending national champion, to their home court. They're going to play tomorrow night here, which should be a great crowd. Not afraid of competition. I like that.
St. Mary's is definitely, giving them a run for their money a little bit, especially in that last matchup. We can see that they're definitely going to be getting some good competition at this tournament.
Really good hustle by the Rattlers to keep that ball alive off the tape. It's out. Attack error by Davenport. And they've got to be careful here. The Panthers do, because they've dug a 3-point deficit early in set number 5.
Again, it's just those small errors that Davenport keeps making, touching the ball wrong, just like those small things that they need to fix.
Webb just obliterates that ball. Quick set to the middle, and she puts it down. So the big point there for the Panthers, and now they trail just by 2. Yunchai puts it over. Good effort by Swan, but wasn't able to punch that one over and in, so it's a point for the Rattlers. And here's Davenport again, Willa, and you're saying serve, receive, concentrate, make sure that first pass, that first touch is good.
Yes, definitely, because, the first touch can dictate how the rest of the volley, so we have to see that first touch being good, or else you're not going to be consistent.
Wow, what a play there by Taylor. It was a ball that was just kept alive. The second ball was a bump, basically, to just keep the ball from going out of bounds. It floats up in the air and leads to a back row attack, and Taylor puts it down.
Yeah, Lindsay Taylor, I've been saying it this entire time. What a powerful hitter. The strategy that she has when it comes to her hits.
Well, Taylor leads all players in the match with 15 kills. She does have a double-double because she's got 11 digs as well. On the other side, Landry Withers with a double-double, 12 kills, 12 digs. And St. Mary's gets that last point.
Lindsay Taylor, such an amazing player. She is offensively putting the ball over the net and in such a powerful way, and just defensively being there to support her team. And what an amazing player.
She is. She transferred last season from Division I Miami of Ohio, and had a great first season with the Panthers, had 363 kills, 329 digs. So an all-around player. That service error gives the Panthers a point. 4 serves, 6. Perfect pass, good set, and that's what happens. Ball gets put down by Withers, but again, it starts with the serve receive. Alyssa Kale could not have passed that ball any better, put it right into her setter's hands.
Serve receive has been so important in these matchups because of the fact that St. Mary's in particular, just wasn't serve receiving the way that they needed to.
Taylor, a big swing, but it goes out, and so halfway through, obviously they played a 15 in the 5th set, and so the two teams trade sides of the net. What if you have a strategy here, Willa, on this, when you got to not only trade sides of the net, but everybody's got to get all their stuff and go and trade benches. The only sport where you see that. It's unique.
Definitely want to pack light if you're going to be doing that.
Don't forget your stuff, right? So it's 8 serving 4. Everybody gets settled in. Some instructions from the bench, and we are going to have a timeout. Wondered if Davenport was going to call for a timeout. They will. We'll step aside. Set number 5. Who's going to take it? Right now, St. Mary's leads by 4. We're back after this quick timeout.
Where are we going, and how are we going to get there? Get there with room to spare in your new Ford Expedition from Tri-State Ford on I-40 at Ross. Grab your friends and go. Tons of new Fords are rolling in. Face the road ahead in a dependable truck, the built Ford Tough F-150. Looking for more horsepower? Saddle up the legendary Ford Mustang. Or how about a new Bronco or a Maverick? We've got your new ride. You'll find friendly hometown service every day at Tri-State Ford. Come see us on I-40 at Ross.
The best tailgates start with the best beef, and the best beef starts with Market Street. Market Street, where we do beef the best.
Four-point advantage right now for St. Mary's University. The Rattlers trying to start the season off 1-0. Davenport going to try to get some things going on the service line here for St. Mary's is Withers, and they're going to catch Dallas Star Johnson with a lift. She got a little excited there on the overpass.
3-point lead for St. Mary's, but it's still honestly anyone's game.
Coach Ulrich over there talking to Johnson. She's saying, hey, if it's November and it's basketball season, that's totally fine. You just slam dunked it there. 5 serves 8. Good pass, push it outside, and the roll shot nearly went down. This time Johnson does get that overpass and puts it down and then has a little dance afterward. Of the energy that number 19 brings, Dallas Star Johnson.
She is so energetic and so lively on the court. You can see that she's just excited to be here. Earlier she was dancing to some of the music overhead. She is just having a great time out there today.
Well, and that energy is contagious for her teammates as well. Good serve. Turnquist, hard hit, and it is down and in. Nice kill. Because she was not close to the net. Still put it down. Turnquist, 8 kills.
Davenport trying to just close that lead back up.
6 serves 9. Wilkie outside to Morrisworth. Block. There's Turnquist again with some help from LaFleur. Are you surprised that it's tightening up, Willa? Not at all, right?
No, I mean, we're in the 5th game already. Like, we can definitely see that this is so, the matching of this is so even with St. Mary's and Davenport.
Taylor nearly got that one in, but it would not drop in that back line, so it's a service error, and it's now 10 serving 7, ball in the hands of junior setter Callie Nims. Scoots over on that far right side, and it's nearly an ace, a pancake dig to keep the ball alive for Davenport, but they just weren't able to recover. St. Mary's gets a kill for Alicia Verth.
That lead going from 3 to 4 currently. We can see that St. Mary's, even though they're holding this lead, they're holding steady.
Another good serve. Taylor, ball in her hands, up into the top row of the lower deck there on a huge kill. Lindsay Taylor, 16 kills. And we said they needed to get her touches, 37 attempts today for Taylor. Davenport needs this point, though, 8 serving 11. Morrisworth not able to connect there. Swan had to back up on her approach there, and off the hands it went out.
4-point lead for St. Mary's. They are keeping themselves alive. I mean, Davenport has been fighting tooth and nail just to get to this point, so we can see that, you know, they're both going to be scrappy in this game right now.
That was a nice job in the middle, Emmy Webb, but she's had a lot of success hitting over 300. That's her 9th kill of the match. But again, if you're Davenport, you can't keep going back and forth. They've got to get on a roll here if they want to try to snag this 5th set and match. Good serve out of system. Should be a chance here for the Panthers. They go outside to Swan, and she missed. Coach Netzler turning to the officials saying he thought there may have been a touch, and I think we may have a challenge.
Swan, such a powerful hitter.
Did you see a touch there just off the first time looking at that, Willa?
Honestly, I did not.
Okay.
But again, she's getting those balls over the net, but it's the control of the power that's, you know, come into play here.
And again, so many times, I mean, there's so many stats in volleyball that your eyes can go to, but attack errors. If you go back to the 2nd and the 3rd sets, which Davenport won both of those, there's a lot of mistakes being made offensively by St. Mary's. You feel like in the 4th and now into the 5th set, it's almost turned a little bit, and Davenport has started to commit some of those mistakes.
Honestly, yeah, Davenport. So St. Mary's, after the 2nd game, they had a good lead on attack errors, and now Davenport is only 5 behind. So Davenport is definitely making some of those errors, and, you know, St. Mary's is definitely trying to clean up their game and clean up their act, especially for this game. They're only 2 points away. They are so close. They're just trying to clean this up.
Well, I put you in the official seat, Willa, and you're 1 for 1. Good job. The call was not overturned. No touch. Point to St. Mary's, and the Rattlers are 2 points away from starting the season 1-0. Serve over by Kale. Nothing going there for Davenport. A chance for the Rattlers. Swan swipes it over. Nothing clean for either side to this point. Good dig. Back row, Taylor, tape. And point, St. Mary's. Match point for the Rattlers.
St. Mary's has been scrappy this whole way through, and honestly, they have been keeping up with Davenport, especially in those 2 middle games where they just...
Look at that. It's going to end with an ace. I was wondering if they were going to spot serve, and Alyssa Kale just goes straight knuckleball, and it dives and hits the court for the 15th point. St. Mary's comes back after trailing 2-1 in the match. They win the 4th set and the 5th, and they win the match 3-2 over a really good Davenport team. I think we could say, Willa, for this first match of the day, very entertaining. I mean, there were mistakes made by each side, which you would expect in the first match of the season. But also, those are 2 teams that have a lot of talent and a lot of things going for them in 2023.
Definitely. I think this was such an interesting match to watch, especially with the back and forth, not only during play, but like games in particular. And honestly, I have to say, what a nice way for St. Mary's to end this off with such a pretty ace down into the middle.
Final 3-2, St. Mary's wins. Just some quick stats for you. Kills 56-48, advantage of the Rattlers. Attack errors, we talked about that a lot. 27 for St. Mary's, 24 for Davenport. Service aces, 12-9, advantage of St. Mary's. 4 blocks for the Rattlers, 6 for Davenport. Leading the way for Davenport, Lindsay Taylor, 16 kills, 11 digs, 2 blocks. Sydney Swan, 10 kills. She got 11 digs and 2 service aces. Emmy Webb, 9 kills. Emma Turnquist, 8. Leading the way, 10 digs for Nicole Odine. Assist department give Nicole Odine 19 assists, 20 assists for Lexi Beakey. On the other side for St. Mary's, Alicia Verth leads the way, 14 kills, 8 digs. Landry Withers, really good match herself, 13 kills and 12 digs. 8 kills for Dallas Star Johnson to go along with 2 service aces. Defensively, Alyssa Kale, 12 digs. Isabel Wagner, 11 digs. And leading the way with 29 assists. How about a great match for the setter, Callie Nims. She had 29 assists and 9 digs. That concludes our first match of the tournament. We'll take a break. We come back, we'll have West Texas A&M, number 1 team in the country, as they'll start their season against East Central University. For Willa Bracken, I'm Lucas Kinsey saying thanks for watching our first match, and we'll be back at around, looks like about a 30 minutes in between matches. We'll have West Texas A&M against East Central here on the Lone Star Conference Digital Network.